Wilson hauling it off the edge to sack him. Then on that one, the protection just broke down.
2 yards.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Carson. All the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
On the carry.
Chris Carson, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
So they start this game just like they want. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Powell on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 22 and a first down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. At the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
For the Falcons.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And able to be brought 7-6.
Seahawks 7, Falcons 6.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out of this spot.
Yeah, they went in to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin will pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score is Seahawks 21, Falcons 6. Jason.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll to get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is
taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
On the play. First down, Seattle.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So first and 10 now from the 30. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Falcons
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking too.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Brings up third and
on third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
6-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. This is Carson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
to throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Brings up
on 2nd and goal. Wilson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tyler Davison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. On the option, it'll be Wilson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. This is caught. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Falcons 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Powell on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
This game's still fairly well at hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Out to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Falcons 13. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all.
My goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Wilson wants to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Yards to go.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lot of And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The utter domination domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. It's going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by D.J. Reed. Accelerating, and off he goes. Woo! And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.